Hi, welcome back to our channel. I'm Steph.
I'm Caitlin.
This, of course, is Theo. We are a married lesbian couple from Vancouver, Canada, and we are the creators of Let's See the World.
So happy New Year, the holidays are over, and we are gearing up for a very quiet winter here at home in Vancouver.
Something a little different for us.
Yes. So after Christmas, we just celebrated our 5-year wedding anniversary, and so many people on Instagram were asking us to see wedding photos and questions about our wedding, so we thought we would do a whole video about it.
We got married on December 28th, 2015 in Vancouver, and it was a winter day, but it was a beautiful sunny day, so we really lucked out on the weather.
I can't believe it's been 5 years already.
I know.
It's so cool. So we planned our wedding when we were living in Niagara Falls, Ontario. And I think the first thing that we kind of solidified after we decided that we wanted to get married around the holidays was our wedding venue.
We knew we wanted to get married right in the city, and we found a beautiful venue in the heart of Gastown in Vancouver.
Gastown is a neighborhood that we first lived in together when we first moved in together in 2011 after we started dating. So we knew it would be really special to get married in that neighborhood, and we started looking at venues, and when we came across the Diamond, it's a cocktail bar right in the main square, and it just had everything that we wanted.
The Diamond has an amazing vibe. It's in a really old building, so it has beautiful exposed brick, and since it's up on the second level, it overlooks all the twinkle lights in Gastown and the old lampposts, and it was just absolutely perfect for what we wanted.
It's also a small space. We knew we wanted to have more of an intimate wedding, and I think we ended up having 50 people exactly, which was perfect for us.
We didn't have a religious ceremony, so it wasn't necessary to get married in a church, so we held both the ceremony and the reception at the Diamond.
Yeah, we knew we wanted to have less of a formal wedding and keep it small and simple and something that really felt like us. So doing it all in the same venue made a lot of sense. And we actually had our ceremony, I think in the early evening at 5 o'clock, and then just went straight into our reception, and it worked really well.
Yeah.
We decided to stay the night before our wedding and the night of our wedding at the Victorian Hotel, which is a beautiful boutique hotel in the same neighborhood. And we actually just stayed there to celebrate our 5-year anniversary.
Yeah, it's such a special spot for us.
It is.
We had our hair and makeup artist as well as our photographer come to the hotel so we could get all ready and do our first look photos and a few other photos before we headed to the venue.
Yeah, we stayed together the night before our wedding, and it wasn't important to us that we didn't see each other before the ceremony, and because the ceremony was later in the day, we saw each other in the morning and did our first look in the hotel and did a lot of our photos before we actually had our ceremony and got married.
Yeah. Breaking the rules.
So for our hair and makeup, we used Faye Smith Makeup and Hair, who is an amazing artist who I had worked with for years and years as a model. She was fantastic. Her and her team did both of us and our bridal parties and our moms too.
Yeah. We both knew exactly what we wanted for our wedding dresses, so instead of trying to find the perfect dress that we already had in our minds, we actually had them custom made by an amazing local designer, Nicole Guzzo.
Neither of us felt strongly about wearing a white dress, so our dresses actually ended up being champagne gold and like a stone blue, and then those ended up being our wedding colors. Our wedding photographer is Sara Rogers Photography, another Vancouver creative who I've known for a really long time, and she did such an excellent job with our photos. We love them so much. We did photos in the hotel in the morning, and then she took us to some really amazing locations to do our bridal portraits.
Somehow on the day we lucked out with beautiful weather because every other day had been pouring rain leading up to the wedding, and if anyone knows Vancouver, the winters are very wet.
Yeah, December in Vancouver is always very rainy, and we knew we were taking a bit of a gamble. We had umbrellas ready to go just in case, but somehow our wedding day was just absolutely beautiful. So after we took our wedding portraits, then we headed to the venue for our early evening ceremony.
Our ceremony was officiated by the amazing Karen L. We actually met with her ahead of time, so we knew her personality and we knew it was going to be a really good fit. We were really, really happy we went with her.
Yeah. So again, our ceremony was not very formal. It was really casual, and there were a lot of things that we just kind of wanted to do our way. So we walked ourselves down the aisle.
We also wrote our own vows, and we went through the whole ceremony ahead of time with our officiant to make sure it was as personal as possible.
Our ceremony feels like a blur in my memory. I just remember like lots of crying.
Yeah.
We both had tissues. Yeah. And then after our ceremony, we did a quick cocktail hour, and we snuck out, I think, for some more portraits in the street because it had gotten dark by then, and we let our guests kind of mingle, and then we headed straight into our reception.
Yeah, I think those outside photos at night are some of my favorite.
My favorite.
We took the photos right in Gastown, and so we had all the lights, and
yeah, they're really beautiful. The venue did a really excellent job of transforming the room from the ceremony to the reception.
The staff at the Diamond were amazing. They were so on top of things. It really made the evening very easy for us.
It did, yeah. So our reception, we had emceed by a great friend of ours, Flick. She did such a great job. And we did a couple of the traditional things. We had a few toasts and we did a first dance. But otherwise, it was just really casual. We had a taco buffet and a vegan ice cream bar, and things erupted into a dance party well into the night, and we had a great time. Another way that we kept everything really simple was having the venue provide all the food and drinks for us. So we didn't have to do any outside vendors or caterers. They supplied everything, which made it really easy.
Yeah.
The only thing that they didn't do actually was our wedding cake, which Steph made by herself.
I decided that leading up to the wedding, I didn't have very much to do, so I thought I would bake a cake, a wedding cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No big deal. Steph actually went to pastry school and has done wedding cakes before, so I knew it wasn't going to be an enormous amount of work for you and that you'd do a great job, but I was still like, we do have some, other things on the agenda. There were a lot of little things that we did ourselves. We didn't have anyone else do our wedding decor. We made a lot of things ourselves and sourced a lot of it ourselves, and it was fun to have a hand in it and to make it really all feel like us.
Yeah, we definitely wanted people to leave the evening and say, that was so Steph and Kaylin. And I think we were successful.
I think so too.
Instead of having a guest book, we had a Polaroid wall. So we had guests take a Polaroid of themselves and write a little note on the back and had them post it to a frame that we made. We also did our table settings as Broadway musicals that we've seen together. Yeah. And we made it like a little game because we're huge nerds. And when it was time to get food, we would play a song from that musical, and then the table would know or not know that it was their time to go up and get their food. I thought that was a fun little addition that was very unique to us.
Yeah.
The Diamond is a venue in Vancouver that is known for its cocktails, so we were in very good hands when it came to drinks.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the unofficial cocktail of our wedding was the whiskey sour.
Someone just started drinking whiskey sours, and then everyone started drinking whiskey sours.
Which is funny because it's also my favorite cocktail. So
yeah. Did you have one that night?
I don't remember. Maybe I did.
All in all, our wedding day was perfect. It was so special, and I can't believe it's been 5 years already.
I know.
If you have any specific questions about our wedding, the planning process, why we decided to get married, or what the process was like to legally marry as two women, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we can always do more videos in the future to answer them.
We hope you enjoyed this extra little glimpse into our wedding day. Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you next time.